The gym has become a safe haven for a lot of young men and young women, especially in this society of degeneracy. We've all tried to improve ourselves. Now this begs the question, what is the fastest way to go from an average body to an absolutely Greek godlike body? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you 5 ways in which you can accomplish this. I'm a certified personal trainer with Focus Fitness Academy, and I've worked with numerous clients throughout the years to help them achieve their fitness goals. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching, make sure that you reach out to me in the comment section and we can chat from there. Guys, make sure that you're subscribed to Goals and Growth for more fitness and lifestyle content, only the best on YouTube. Let's go. Now, the first key is intensity over volume. I always am an advocate of intense training, and when we talk about bodybuilding especially, and this will be limited to bodybuilding, we are trying to sculpt the perfect physique. We are trying to build the most muscle possible in the quickest manner. Now, obviously anabolics do play a role. If you want to follow the natural way of doing that, the key is intense training. The key is prioritizing intensity of the exercise over the volume. And I've always personally found that during my natural years, guys, it was very important for me to emphasize intensity over duration. When I trained for 45 minutes to an hour, only took 30 to 45 second breaks between my sets. That's when I got the most results. It's all about pushing the limits that your body has set for you. If your body is used to 12 repetitions on bench press, push it to 13 or 14 repetitions. Do rest pause. All of these principles really help you build your intensity. Superset, drop sets, trisets, giant sets, all of these things are intensity principles that you can incorporate into your workout. And one of the easiest ways to do that, as I explained, is drop sets, right? Starting with a certain weight, doing a certain amount of reps to failure, dropping the weight and doing another set, one after the other. That is just an example of an intensity technique that you can follow in order to make your workouts more intense. But as I say, do not spend more than an hour and a half in the gym, because you're wasting your time. 45 minutes to an hour of intense exercise, 30-second rest between your sets, that is what you need to see real results. Secondly, do not neglect cardio. And I've been very guilty of this, and I'm even guilty of this sometimes to this day. But cardio is a very important role player in building your dream physique. You see, it's one thing to build all the muscles, one thing to train intense with your weight training sessions. In order to spike your metabolism, in order to keep that metabolism working throughout the day, very important for you to prioritize cardio as well. If you're a bodybuilder and we're trying to sculpt your physique, the most important thing that you can do is 20 to 30 minutes of moderate cardio 3 to 4 times a week. I found that 3 to 4 times a week is a sweet spot, but you could also do it every day if you want to. On your rest days, you could use it as active rest. Guys, it's essential to realize that yeah, you can build your body, you can build your muscle, but at the same time, your heart needs to be kept healthy. The heart is there to pump all of the blood and therefore all of the nutrients to your muscles that need it. So in order for all of the nutrients to reach those muscles fibers, you need to make sure that your heart is in a healthy condition as well. And that's why it's very important to emphasize cardiovascular activity. And it doesn't need to be walking on the treadmill. You could do the stepper, you could do a stationary bike, you could take a walk around the block for all I care, but make sure that you incorporate at least 20 minutes of cardio or light to moderate cardio 3 to 4 times a week into your training program. And not only will this help to keep your heart healthy, but as I mentioned, it's a good metabolism booster. In other words, your metabolism will be elevated, you'll process the nutrients much more efficiently, and therefore you'll also lose more body fat. And that's just a simple fact. Make sure you do your cardio. Thirdly, proper exercise technique, and I cannot emphasize this, is not about the way that you move. It's about how you move that weight. When we are building our bodies, when we are in the gym lifting weights, we are trying to sculpt our physiques. In order to sculpt our physiques, we need to make sure that we target the muscles that we want to target. For example, if we are doing seated chest presses, the one thing that most people do is round their shoulders and allow their front delts to engage all the way. And that's not what we want. We want to push our chest out, and we want to use the chest muscles and not the shoulder muscles. It's very important to realize that the way you do an exercise has a very huge impact on its efficacy. For example, let's use this chest press again. If I engage my front delts, my chest is not getting worked. It might be getting worked a little, but it's not optimal. If I just push up my chest, round my back, I feel my chest a lot more during this chest press. That's just one example of exercise that people do wrong. When it comes to bicep curls as well, or standing barbell curls, a lot of people throw their shoulders up instead of keeping their elbows down. Right, shoulders down, elbows to the back, and engaging the biceps properly. It's all about executing the exercise so that it has the maximum possible effect on the muscle that you're trying to target. So yeah, the weight will come, the heavy weights will come, but make sure that you prioritize exercise form over just moving the weights around. Fourthly is hydration. Guys, I cannot emphasize this. 2 to 3 liters of water daily is what you need. And water not only, obviously keeps you hydrated, helps keep your organs healthy, but in order for your body to transport nutrients to the muscle fibers that have been damaged by your exercise, you require water. A lot of people say that they drink this amount of water and that amount of water, but very few people stick to it every single day. Remember that in order for you to make use of your nutrients that you take in, you need water in your body, and your body is mostly comprised of water. So why are you not emphasizing it? Why is that not on the top of your nutrition list? Make sure that you get enough water throughout the day. And remember, I also recommend that you drink at least 400 to 500 mils of fluid half an hour before you exercise. And that's not only to compensate for the sweat that you're giving off, it's to allow all the pre-workout nutrients to be absorbed so that your body can use it during exercise. Remember that during exercise you deplete your glycogen stores. Now, in order to replenish those glycogen stores, obviously an hour before you work out, you eat something like oatmeal, you eat a banana, or you eat something that's very calorie dense to give you that energy. But if your body is not hydrated, those nutrients will not be utilized as effectively. So guys, make sure that you drink at least 500 mils of fluid before you work out, half an hour to an hour before you work out, and make sure that throughout the day you get at least 2 to 3 liters of water in your body. The fifth and final piece of today's video is telling you that there's no shortcut. Yeah, anabolics can make it easier for you, but ultimately you still need to be working hard. You still need to be consistent and disciplined with your training. It's one thing to use anabolics and to jump on everything under the sun, but ultimately if you do not emphasize correct exercise form, consistency, hydration, nutrition, sleep, you will not achieve the body that you want to achieve. It's essential that you realize this. It takes years and years of consistent training to build the body that you want. So don't think that you'll spend a week or two in the gym and look like a Greek god or an Adonis. It's not going to happen. Years and years of consistency, but start by staying consistent for a few months and see where it leads you. I promise you, you will see results. Once again, guys, for any personal training inquiries, you can reach out to me. I'll leave my personal email down below, and I'll see you next time.